Hey guys, you're welcome to yet another installment of the Football Gazette podcast. My name is Moyowa Joshua Hagola. Well, on today's installment, we have an irregular show guest in person of Adetuke Olaleye. Well, this one you're beaming with smiles this morning. You're not looking to me like an Arsenal fan. What's really funny?
Did you need to bring that up at this point?
That's because you're an Arsenal fan and you should be happy about it.
Of course, I'm happy. That's why I'm beaming. Anyways, yes, I'm happy about that. And being an Arsenal fan, anyways, having to see people insult us back to back every time. Yeah, we always run. We don't get to pick the title. But I think this time around is going to be a different story.
So let me ask, how has it been coping with the disappointment? Losing the Premier League title on two occasions by whiskers to Pep Guardiola's invincible Manchester City team.
Well, I should say that I count Pep Guardiola lucky. He's just lucky, surrounded
from an Arsenal fan.
Yeah, he's lucky in the sense that he has got the players, fantastic players to his name. And that, of course, has actually helped him over time. I'm not saying Mikel Arteta doesn't have enough players.
Okay.
But there's something unique about Mikel Arteta's side. The younger ones are seriously growing and they are coming out. And I think that's the edge that Mikel might have, against Pep Guardiola this season. But it's going to be a tough one for Mikel. Also a tough one for Pep, in the sense that it's not only all about Manchester City now and Arsenal. We're going to be seeing Manchester United, Chelsea trying to come up with all that. And we're also going to be seeing other clubs trying to get to the top 5. So it's not going to be an easy one for the so-called Pep Guardiola side and Mikel Arteta side.
You see, Arsenal fans are mad. I really don't know why people oftentimes go after Chelsea fans, because we have several other fan bases there in the English Premier League who actually don't miss any chance to just call bluffs of any other thing. But trust me, take it from me, you really must be a strong woman at heart to have dealt really well with the disappointment of being an Arsenal fan in the past couple of seasons. Well, talking about good football, Arsenal for the past 2 seasons, I love what they built under Mikel Arteta.
I think that's what Mikel Arteta is trying to achieve. And over time, kind of achievement.
But then, apart from the good football, you have to get something to show for it, and that's where trophies come in.
And you see, the trophy will come.
Yeah.
All about the process.
Really?
I don't know why I'm preaching. But I think we should know,
Okay.
This season is going to be tough for Arsenal, for Manchester City. In the sense that it's going to be a tough one. It's like
Well, I think it should be tough for Arsenal, because to me, Manchester City looks like a team who have got nothing to lose.
That is what it's going to be. But trust me, other clubs are not sleeping and they are not dulling. So Manchester City is going to have a tough one, just like I said as Arsenal. But they might be on the edge, especially for Manchester City. They have Erling Haaland, their machine, the goal-scoring machine there. And they have other players as well. It shouldn't be all about Haaland anyways. But for Mikel Arteta, he has Bukayo Saka. He has the trio, Odegaard there, Kai Havertz, all of them are there, and young.
Guys, it's really surprising. Arsenal fans out there now sees Kai Havertz like this kind of messiah. I mean, of course, Kai Havertz for me, while he was at Chelsea, looks to me like a player who was really unstable. Yeah, is this guy who oscillates between brilliance and mediocrity. So for me, seeing Arsenal fans these days sing Kai Havertz praises to high heavens really beats me. To me, Kai Havertz hasn't really done enough to warrant this list, although he's got really crucial goals for Arsenal. For instance, the start of the season has been really bright for him. He actually got them the first goal, but then he shouldn't really be seen like a danger man that he is not.
Yeah, as much as people say he's not a danger man, but he's giving the goals, and that's what fans want.
So because of Kai Havertz now, you won't be having a striker again.
Oh, definitely they will need to work on that. Like I said, I've not gotten into that anyways. Like from Mikel Arteta's side, that's Arsenal, to be able to get to that top that they wish to attain now, all games should be won.
All games.
All games.
In order to resist Pep Guardiola.
Now,
Mikel Arteta mentioned something like that what do you need to do to win the Premier League? He said, maximum point 115. That's
Yeah.
what it needs to win now.
Yeah.
Because you can't just give Guardiola any space at all.
He doesn't. You know, there's nothing about Pep. Every game is like as if he's going for war. You have to win. So for Mikel Arteta's side, this is not time for you to start playing tactics here and there. Go into the game, win. Now it's not. I mean, they always say, well, Arsenal had the beginning of the season and they run. But when it comes towards the end of the season, there's like
the fall
back. So at this point, there shouldn't be any form of fallback. The beginning to the end.
Just like we saw last season. Well, let's quickly dive into the proceedings proper.
Yeah.
Well, it was an ideal start for Arsenal over the weekend. One they would have loved to actually start their campaign with. It was against Wolverhampton Wanderers, 2-0 to be good. And it's looking like, oh yes, we are back again for it this season, giving Pep Guardiola a run for his money. For you, how glad was it to pick up from where you actually stopped last season, even though it didn't yield any positive results?
Yeah, the last season for me I was not too happy. I won't lie, as a fan.
Were you able to work on this?
There's nothing about me. I work on this. I will work.
You know why I call you a very strong woman at heart now?
You attack me, I will not talk.
Wow.
You know, but this time, like the first game spoke a lot. It means that Arteta knows what he's doing this time around. I went online and I studied that some people have already predicted that Arsenal might get the title.
Okay, so let me know, what are your expectations for this season at the end of the year-long season now?
Yeah.
What trophy, at least a single trophy, do you think Arsenal at the end of the day can actually get for themselves?
Well, like I said, it's going to be a tough one for Arsenal because they still have Manchester City at their heads, and they have Liverpool also trying to come.
So is it only Manchester City this time around?
No, Manchester City seems to be the primary contender.
How about Chelsea?
Do not let me go there. So we have Liverpool, we have Chelsea, then we also have this Newcastle here as well. Well, like I said, many people believe that Arsenal might go trophyless again, but they can have a trophy, they can have 2-3 trophies. The window is still open for them.
Well, I am one of those who think Arsenal would go this season trophyless.
And you might say that based on the fact that you are looking at the past.
No, I'm not looking at the past.
Yes, you are looking at the past.
See, that's not the point here. Okay. When it comes to details, I'm actually paying attention to details here. I feel Arsenal has still not got the required squad depth to go head-to-head with the likes of Manchester City, with the likes of Liverpool this season. A Liverpool side we're going to be seeing this season, who I can tell you for free would actually ball. So I think Arsenal will still remain trophyless this season.
That's your own point of view, but like I said,
are you not angry?
Why would I be angry? You see, everybody has a right to his or her own opinion. Okay, and you are giving your own opinion, and I will not drag you for that. But the thing is, truth be told, yes, they are going to trade lots. They have a lot of contenders right there at their tail, so they really need to work on their form, work on the depth of the team, and also, like you said, which trophy might they have? Like you the FA Cup, or the Carabao Cup.
That's your signature trophy.
Well, that's what everyone says about Arsenal, but for the Champions League, it's going to be a first one, even for the so-called Manchester City.
Well, let me ask you something. Since you've been supporting Arsenal, have you ever seen the team lift a Premier League trophy?
Since I've been supporting Arsenal, you don't say now. Why you call asking that kind of question?
I don't think you've seen them. I think the only thing you've actually seen them lift is an FA Cup.
I know.
And I really feel pity for you, because even a Chelsea fan that was born around 2010 would have seen Chelsea lift the Champions League trophy, would have seen Chelsea lift the Premier League trophy,
I will not
the
fight
FA Cup,
I won't fight
the Europa League,
I won't defend
the Carabao Cup.
I will fight. It's your point of view. Keep saying it.
Well, how do
There's
you
one thing you should do.
Okay.
As much as I'm saying, as much as you're saying that we might remain trophyless.
Yeah.
Please let's wait, watch and see.
Of course, we're going to be watching and see what becomes of Arsenal at the end of the 38th game Premier League season.
Indeed.
We're not talking about the Champions League now, because we know that's still miles ahead of Arsenal when it comes to
Really? You're really saying that? Next question.
Well, it really baffles me how a woman like you are supports Arsenal. I mean, how have you been able to deal with the disappointment of coming really close to Pep Guardiola, that close in 2 seasons back to back?
I won't lie. I won't lie. I was so disappointed at the time that I had to get ready for my show, and I had to say, Manchester City are the winners of the Premier League. I felt so sad. I got into the studio and I like it's okay. Even Bangaba, and I said, whoa, please. I'm not in the mood of any, But it is what it is in football. It has to be a winner. But I believe that this season, hopefully, they will not put me into whatever quanta I went through last season. Truth be told, I was about leaving Arsenal towards the end of the season. Guess the club I was about going to?
Well, I think
Real Madrid.
Yeah,
I was about going to Real Madrid at that point.
I really feel pity for Arsenal fans out there, actually. But then it's okay. Let's see what becomes the outcome of that one at the end of the year-long Premier League season. All right, football fans, that's the much we would be able to take on today's installment of the Football Gazette podcast. Until some other time, when we get back here to dish out to you the biggest of sports stories, football this time around. Do stay good and safe. Peace out.